If Allah already knows everything, if He knows who will succeed and who will fail, then why did He create us at all? This question has been asked for centuries, a profound and sometimes unsettling thought that touches the very core of our existence. It's a question that can lead to confusion, doubt, or even a feeling of helplessness. But instead of avoiding it, Islam invites us to explore it, because within this question lies a deep and beautiful answer about purpose, justice, and the boundless mercy of God. The Qur'an doesn't just acknowledge this puzzle. It gives us the key to understanding it, revealing why our lives, our choices, and our journey on this earth matter more than we can possibly imagine. So let's start with the foundation of the question itself. Allah's knowledge is perfect and complete. It is absolute. The Qur'an tells us that not a leaf falls, but that He knows it. He knows the secrets of the hearts, what has been, what will be, and even what would have been if things had been different. His knowledge encompasses the past, the present, and the future, all at once, without the limitations of time that we experience. This is where the human mind begins to grapple with a paradox. If everything is already known to God, every choice we will make, every path we will take, the final outcome of every soul, then are our choices truly our own? Does our free will have any real meaning? It can feel like we are actors in a play where the script has already been written and the final scene is already set. If our destiny is predetermined in God's knowledge, why go through the motions of living at all? This isn't a trivial question. It's a sincere inquiry that deserves a clear and thoughtful response. Islam addresses this head-on, not with mystery, but with clarity, logic, and profound spiritual wisdom. The most direct answer to why were we created comes from Allah Himself in the Qur'an. He says with absolute clarity, "And I did not create the jinn and mankind except to worship me." Now, the word worship here can sometimes be misunderstood. It does not mean that Allah, the self-sufficient, needs our rituals or our praise. He is complete and perfect, and our worship adds nothing to His kingdom. So what does it mean? In the Islamic tradition, worship, or ibadah, is a much broader concept. It means to know Him, to recognize His attributes, to build a relationship with Him, and to live a life in accordance with His guidance. The purpose of creation, therefore, is to provide a stage upon which free-willed beings can choose to know and love their Creator. He created us so that we could have the opportunity to experience His mercy, His love, and His justice. He gave us intellect and free will not as an illusion, but as a real tool to make the most important choice of all, the choice to turn towards Him. Creation is the venue for this free and conscious recognition to take place. So, how do we reconcile God's perfect knowledge with our genuine free will? This is where the wisdom of great Islamic scholars provides incredible insight. Imam Ibn Taymiyyah, a renowned theologian, explained this with a beautiful and simple analogy. He taught that Allah's knowledge of what we will do does not force us to do it. Knowing what someone will choose is not the same as compelling them to make that choice. Think of it this way. A wise and experienced teacher might know, based on a student's attitude, work ethic, and habits, that this student will likely fail the final exam. The teacher's knowledge doesn't cause the student to fail. The student fails because they choose not to study, not to pay attention in class, and not to do the homework. The teacher simply knows the inevitable outcome of those choices. The student still has the complete freedom to change their habits, to start studying, and to pass the exam. The teacher's foreknowledge did not take away the student's responsibility. In the same way, Allah's divine knowledge doesn't negate our free will. He knows the choices we will make out of our own volition, but He does not force the choice upon us. This principle of free will is a cornerstone of Islamic belief and is stated explicitly in the Qur'an. Allah says, "And say, the truth is from your Lord. So whoever wills, let him believe. And whoever wills, let him disbelieve." This verse is a powerful declaration of human agency. It places the responsibility of belief and disbelief squarely on our shoulders. Allah has shown us the path, but the act of walking it is ours alone. Why is this choice so important? Because creation exists so that qualities like justice, mercy, reward, and accountability can be made manifest. These concepts would have no meaning if they remain purely theoretical in God's knowledge. Justice requires an action to be judged. Mercy requires a mistake to be forgiven. A reward requires a good deed to be earned. Life is the arena where these choices are made real, where intentions become actions, and where our free will is put to the test. Without the test of life, there could be no true justice, only a predetermined outcome without any process. Our existence allows us to be active participants in our own story. The great scholar Imam Al-Ghazali used another powerful metaphor to explain this. He said that knowledge of the outcome does not replace the necessity of the test itself. Imagine a king who knows that if he were to give his servants a test, some would prove loyal and some would prove treacherous. He could, based on his knowledge alone, reward the loyal and punish the treacherous without ever conducting the test. But would that be just? The treacherous servant would protest. But I never did anything wrong. You punish me for something I haven't even done. For justice to be perfect, the test must be administered. The actions must be performed. The choices must be made. Life is that test. It is the process through which our inner realities, our intentions, our faith, our sincerity are brought out into the open and turned into deeds. Only then can the results be earned fairly, not just assumed. Our existence allows for a process of accountability that is perfectly just and transparent, where every soul will see the result of its own actions. This brings us to one of the most beautiful aspects of this entire reality, the mercy and justice of Allah. If Allah had simply created souls and, based on His foreknowledge, assigned some to paradise and some to hell without the test of life, it would feel unjust. People would rightly say, "We were never given a chance. We were never given a choice. We were never even warned." So out of His perfect justice and infinite mercy, Allah created this world. He gave us life. He gave us intellect and free will. He sent messengers and prophets to guide us. He revealed books, like the Qur'an, to show us the clear path. He gave us every opportunity to succeed. He did all of this so that on the day of judgment, no soul can claim it was wronged or that it was not given a fair chance. The Qur'an states this beautifully, and Allah does not wrong anyone, even by the weight of an atom. This life, this test, is the ultimate proof of His fairness. He gives us the tools, the guidance, and the freedom. The outcome is then a direct result of how we use them. So, when we return to the original question, why did He create us if He already knew the outcome? The answer becomes clear. He did not create us because He was curious about the result. He created us because He is Al-Rahman, the most merciful, and Al-Adl, the most just. He created us to give us the chance to earn His eternal reward. Existence itself is a gift. The guidance He sent is a gift. The free will we possess is a gift. And the opportunity to know Him, to love Him, and to return to Him is the greatest gift of all. Our creation is not an act of necessity for God, but an act of generosity towards us. In the end, Allah's perfect knowledge does not imprison you. It provides the context for your freedom. Your choices are not meaningless. They are the very things that give your existence meaning. Your life is not a pre-written script you are forced to act out. It is an open book, and you are holding the pen. Allah knows what you will write, but you are the one who does the writing. So reflect on the purpose you've been given. Every day is a new page. Every choice is a new sentence. Choose wisely. Strive to know your Creator, to live by His guidance, and to use the precious gift of your life to earn His pleasure. And always remember to return to the One who created you with purpose, with love, and with infinite mercy. Thank you for watching. If this reflection was beneficial, please like, share, and subscribe for more content.